Hello, it's me, Dexter. Let's start Unit 2 together. So the title of Unit 2 is 가족의 변화. So 가족 is your family and 변화. So 변화 is when I find the dictionary, they say change. But family change, what's that meaning? The change is so general, so I cannot catch the specific meaning. So at least I think the here 변화 is a change, move to like a bigger family, become small family, like a transition. So I make the English of family types shift or family type transition or family type change. I'm really good at English, right? Okay. So anyway, what I want to say in this chapter is the family members moving to smaller groups. This unit is really brand new version because in the old book, they don't deal with this chapter. In this old book, maybe there is a 결혼, which are wedding, so slightly deal with it. But nowadays, yeah, that is not only for academic reasons, but also it is a real problem in Korean society. Problem or just a shift. So the family members, family type shifting because of the decrease of birth rate or decrease of the wedding rate, whatever. So family groups, family members become smaller and smaller. That is the real society matters in Korea. So family type shift. So vocabulary here is we gotta learning about the types of family and its feature. There's special feature of big family and small family. And usage is blah blah 뿐만 아니라 is not only with the but also. The meaning has the same. And the second usage is 을 수밖에 없다. Is cannot help but root. Cannot help but ing, something like that. Blah blah 을 수밖에 없다. So here, by using two target uses, I made one sentence, which is 출산율 감소로 인구 감소뿐만 아니라 출산 장려 정책을 쓸 수밖에 없다. So here, 출산율 감소, 출산율, blah blah, 율 is a rate, and 출산 is birth. So birth rate decrease, reduce, 감소. Low because of the decrease of birth rate. 인구 감소. 인구 is population, so not only population decrease, but also we cannot help but recommend 출산 장려 정책. So 출산 is a childbirth, give birth. 장려 is encourage, and 정책 is policy. So it's fun. How can we encourage? What policy could encourage birth rate? So funny. Anyway, yeah. So 뿐만 아니라 is not only, and 을 수밖에 없다 is cannot help but blah blah blah. 을 수밖에 없다. Yeah, that is a real authentic matter in Korea. And for activity, they are speaking about family characteristics and writing about preferred family type. You prefer big family, extended family, or smaller family. So are you ready? Let's deal with the vocabulary first. Look at my watch. Is it so beautiful, right? So on your textbook, page 26, there is 대가족과 핵가족의 특징. 특징 is features or characteristic. And 대가족 is 대 is big, so big family. And 핵가족. So when I find the dictionary, 핵가족 is a nuclear family. When I first hear the nuclear family, I thought of the North Korea, the fake family, the nuclear family. So, 핵가족, I think, yeah, 핵 is nuclear at some point, but here what I want to say is the 핵 is a scientific term of nucleus. It means small cell. So, 대가족 is a big family, and 핵가족 is smaller cell family. So, when we see the characteristic features of 대가족, 부모님을 모시고 살다. So 부모님을 모시다 is caring. So it means living with parents and 여러 세대. So many generations live together from grandma, father, and the daughter and son together. Like look at here. It's a grandfather and maybe she is a mother. And it's a grandson, something like that. So 세대 is a generation or just couples. So many couples live together from grandma to grandson generation together. And 가족 간의 유대가 깊다. 유대 is bound. So strong bound each other family member when it compared to small family member. 핵가족 is more strong bound. Number 4, 집안의 중요한 일은 어른들이 결정하다. So 집안의 is house matter, 중요한 일, important point, important matters. 어른들 is elderly. So elder decide important family matters. So no voice for all, because when there is something important decision, only elderly say opinion and younger usually follow it. On the other hand, the 핵가족, nuclear family is 분가해서 살다. So 분가, 분 is separate, 가 is house. So separate house from parents. It means independent from parents. And 가사를 분담하다. 가사 is housework, house chores. So they gotta share because there's only 3 or 4 members, small members. So they should have to share the work of house. And 각자의 생활을 존중받다. 각자 is each other, individuals, 생활, individuals' life, 존중받다, respect. So yeah, when I compare to big family, there are so many big families. So like in the room, there's more than 2 person in a room in the big family. But in the small family, they individual have their own room, so there's more privacy. So 각자의 생활을 respect, 존중받다. Rather than in the big family. And number 4, 집안의 중요한 일은 가족이 함께 together decide the important decision about the family matters. So yeah, so you could compare about 대가족 with 핵가족. So let's check the vocabulary on your page 23. So 다문화 가족. 다문화 is a multicultural family. It means 국제 결혼을 하다. 국제 is international and 결혼 is wedding. So international wedding. And 맞벌이 부부 is wife and husband work both. So 맞 is dual, like a 1 and 2. 맞. So 맞벌이. 벌이 is 벌다. It means income. So 맞벌이 is dual income with the husband and wife together. So 맞벌이 부부 is they work both. So dual income. And 1인 가구, one member family, usually 독립하다. It means 분가하다. 독립 is independence, or here it's live alone. 1인 가구. Actually, traditionally, at least family is a 3, like a parents and daughter or son. So traditionally, when we say 가구, at least 3 persons, like a parents and daughter or son. The 3 members at least are family. But nowadays, many people, usually many youngsters, live alone. So 1인 가구. And 한부모 가족 is single parents family. So 한쪽 is side, so one side like a mother or father. 한쪽 부모와 살다, only one parents. 주말 부부, 주말 is weekend and 부부 is couple. So weekday sleep apart, meet only in weekend. That is 주말 부부. Usually because of the work. And 독거 노인, 독 is alone, 거 is living alone, 노인 is elderly. So usually they are living alone, so 혼자 살다, because of bereavement if some partner die earlier. So 독거 노인's usually living alone. And 아이를 낳지 않다. 아이를 낳다 is give birth to, and 낳지 않다, I mean no child. And 아이를 입양, adopt, 입양하다. 재혼, 재 is again, 혼 is 혼인, is marry. So second marry, remarry. So let's check by question items here. Number 1, 핵가족 is North Korea. It's a nuclear family. So 핵가족 is 우리 식구는 아버지와 어머니, parents and me. And 대가족, big family, is grandfather, grandmother, father, mother, and me. And 다문화 is a multicultural. 가족들의 국적 is nationality. And 한부모 가족 is one single parents. 부모님 중 한 분과 같이 살아요. And number 2, 가족과 떨어져 혼자 사는 blah blah. So here the answer is 1인 가구. 가족과 apart from the family. But here is an open answer like 독거노인 is possible. Number 2, 이 가전제품은 결혼한 지 얼마 되지 않은 신혼 부부. So 얼마 되지 않은, 얼마 되다 is time goes by, not time goes by. It means you. So 신혼 is like a honeymoon or just you just got married. 신혼, 신혼부부. Number 3, 집과 직장이 멀리 떨어져. Take apart, far away, 떨어져 있어. 남편과 나는 주말 부부, weekend couple로 지내고 있다. And number 4, 부부가 둘 다 직장에 다니는 맞벌이 부부는 전체 가구의 46%에 이른다. Take part of 46%. So I think that for the number 1, 가족과 떨어져 혼자 사는 1인 가구 is also possible, and 독거노인 is also possible. But when we describe 독거노인, someone who is poor, because not that poor living in the silver town or something, yeah, we only describe something sad situation for the 독거노인. We never say 독거노인 as a good meaning, at least neutral or just poor, not good meaning of 독거노인. Always worrying about the die alone, about the 독거노인. Let's check the vocabulary here. 노인 인구의 비율이 높은 사회를 고령화 사회라고 한다. 노인, elderly 인구 is population. 비율 is rate, the rate of elderly person. High society, we say 고령화. 고 is high, 령 is age, 화 is IGE. So high ageization of society. So high age society, 고령화 사회. Maybe it is a Congolish. Yeah. Number 2, 요즘 결혼을 안 하고 혼자 사는 싱글족이 늘어나고 있다. Single is single. And number 3, 여러 가지 이유로 헤어지는 부부가 늘어나면서 이혼율이 높아지고 있다. So 이혼 is divorce. So 여러 가지 이유, 여러 가지 is various, many reasons. 헤어지다 is take apart, divorce. Broke up, 헤어지는 부부, couple이 increase, 늘어나면서 이혼율, divorce rate also increase, 늘어나고 있다. Number 4, 사회가 변화하면서 as society change, family, wedding, work 등에 대한 사람들의 가치관도 달라지고 있다. 가치관, blah blah, 관 is your viewpoint, 가치 is value. So value point or point of view about family, wedding, and work. The person, as the society change, the person's viewpoint about family, wedding, and work also change. Let's look up the number 4. 요즘 저녁 회식을 줄이고 직원들의 개인 생활을 존중하는 회사들이 많아졌다. So 회식 is eating together after work, so social gathering. But social gathering with a friend, it is okay. But social gathering with your company worker, co-worker is also within another part of work. So nowadays we want to reduce the 회식을 reduce, 줄이고 clock, 직원들의 개인 생활, 개인 is individual or private life을 존중, respect 하는 회사들이 more and more, many company more care about the individual life as workers. Number 2, 나는 부모님과 함께 보내는 시간이 소중하기 때문에 결혼한 후에 모시고 살겠다고 다짐했다. So I think the time with the parents is also important. So after getting married, I will care my parents. So 모시고 is with together, and here 분가해서 is take apart, independent from the family, independent from parents. Number 3, 일과 육아를 함께하는 사람들이 겪는 문제점을 개선하기 위해서 정부와 기업이 노력하고 있다. So 개선 has improved and 지원 is support. So it's a tricky one because 일과 일 is work, 육아 is carrying baby를 together 함께하는 사람들이 suffering 겪는 problem 문제점을 so meaning is supporting is also possible, but here 문제점 is problem. So to improve, to solve the problem. So answer only number one. 개선하다 is a change for the better way. 개선하다, fix for the better way. So fix should be 문제점 is a problem. If we support the problem, in the meaning it is possible, but in your academic situation, test situation, you should say 문제점을 개선하다. 문제점을 개선하다 together. 문제점을 지원하다. Maybe possible, but academically it's weird. But meaning is possible. But grammatically and semantically it is weird. So 문제점을 개선하기 위해서 정부, government, 기업, company가 effort, 노력하고 있다. Number 4. 애완동물 is a pet. 애완동물을 키우는 1인 가구가 증가하다 is increase, 감소하다 is decrease. So 1인 가구가 증가하면서 이와 관련한 relating to 관련하다 is relating to. So as a one family increase with the pet, in relating the service also develop, 발전하고 있다. Relating, not relating, relating, relate, lies, rise. Yeah, so I practice a lot. Lies, rise, relate. In relating service also develop. So on your textbook page 27, let's check the usage first. So blah blah을 뿐만 아니라 is not only X but also Y. And yeah, thank you Jennifer. Similar to blah blah 되다가. So when there is 받침, you say 을 뿐만 아니라. There's no 받침, 리을 뿐만 아니라. And 리을 받침. Here is also exception. And the vocabulary here, 중시하다 is take it as important, and 멸시하다, look down or take it as not important is contrast. 중시하다, 멸시하다. 증가하다 is increase, 감소하다 is decrease. 전업 is entire work, is a full-time working, and 전망 is in here. 전망 is viewpoint, like 이 집은 전망이 좋다. This house viewpoint good. But 전망 also has a prospect or a forecast, like 핵가족이 늘어날 전망이다. But in this page, the 전망 used as viewpoint, but for when we describe the social phenomena, we use the prospect or forecast. We use more commonly. So let's check the answer. 맞벌이 부부가 많다. 맞벌이 부부가 많을 뿐만 아니라. 사람이 늘 뿐만 아니라 본가에서 살 뿐만이 아니라 다문화 가족이 증가할 뿐만 아니라. So easy one. So let's jump up. So next up is fill in the blank by using 뿐만 아니라 and be careful about those star mark. And let's check the answer together. These are the answer. So let's check by question items. So changing as 뿐만 아니라. Number 1, 이 식당은 가격이 저렴하다. 싸다 is cheap. Reasonable price. So 가격이 저렴할 뿐만 아니라 맛도 최고예요. Everyone shout it out. Yeah, I want to hear from you. But it is impossible. So number 2, 이곳은 향기가 is a smell or scent. So 향기 only deal with the good, but 냄새 is neutral. Sometimes 냄새 would be bad smell, sometimes it is good 냄새. But 향기 is scent, fragrance, so always good. This flower는 향기가 좋을 뿐만 아니라 색깔, color도 예뻐요. 잠시 드시는 회사에서 사람들과 harmonize well, 잘 어울릴 뿐만 아니라 사회통합 프로그램을 신청하면 한국어와 한국 문화를 배울 수 있을 뿐만 아니라 한국 생활에 적응을 빨리 할 수 있어요. Next up, fill in the blank. 공기가 좋을 뿐만 아니라 역사 공부를 할 수 있었을 뿐만 아니라 because here use 있었다, 있었을 뿐만 아니라 past tense. 기분이 좋아질 뿐만 아니라 운동을 하면 건강해질 뿐만 아니라. So let's move on. Next usage is on your page 28. 을 수밖에 없다 is cannot help but. There's no option but you should do that. You need to do that. So use for there is nothing I can do but, and there is nothing else except something. So in general thinking, it can show some that is exaggerated. Yeah, it might be. So when there is 받침, we use 을 수밖에, no 받침, 리을 수밖에. It's an easy one. So check the vocabulary here. 수업에 빠지다 is absent. But yeah, in real life, between Korean, we say 수업에 빠지다 is too much formal. Like we say 수업을 째다, tear, 수업을 째다, or 수업을 땡땡이 치다. We use a lot among the Korean. 야야 수업 째고 당구 치러 가자. 수업 째고 PC방에 가자. Or 야야 수업 땡땡이 치자. 땡땡이 치자. So 수업에 빠지다 is too much formal, but among the student we say 수업을 째다. 수업을 땡땡이 치다. Anyway, it's absent. 복지 is welfare. 지방. Here 지방 is at some point it would be fat, but here 지방 is dictionary, they say 지방 is a local area, but here it means not Seoul, like a countryside. I really hate that concept. Only Seoul guys, oh, I went to 지방, I went to 지방. So in their mind, except Seoul, so O is the local countryside, 지방. So yeah, it's not a matter of Korea, because when I went to England, also there is a person who think there is the London and non-London, something like that. So 지방 is not Seoul, countryside, and 식구 is family member, and the literal meaning of 식구 is person who eats together. Look at here, the Korean dictionary. 식 is we eat, like a 식당, 식탁. So table for eat. So 식 is rice, meal. 구 is your mouse. So meal, mouse together. The person who eat together. We consider that is 식구. So if you don't eat meal together, that is not 식구. I don't know exactly about it, but the literal meaning is the meal, mouse together eating. That is just 식구. And 육아휴직을 내다. 육아 is actually carrying the baby. But 육아휴직 is a parental leave for child care. That is 육아휴직. So let's check it quickly. Here, 회사가 지방에 있다. It means my company is not in Seoul. So anyway, yeah. 회사가 지방에 있어서 가족과 떨어져 살 수밖에 없어요. And here, 식구가 늘고 지출이 많아져서 가계부를 쓸 수밖에 없어요. So here, 지출 is expenditure. You expense the money. Expenditure is 지출. 혼자 살아서 음식을 조금씩 살 수밖에 없어요. 육아휴직을 낼 수밖에 없어요. 음식을 많이 준비할 수밖에 없어요. So next up is fill in the blank by using 을 수밖에 없다, 리을 수밖에 없다. Remember the rules when there is 받침, no 받침, or 리을 받침. So here, check the answer up here, and let's move on next part. So 그만두다, 그만둘 수밖에 없다. 시간이 부족하다, lack of time. 시간이 부족할 수밖에 없다. 다시 돌아갈 수밖에 없다. 비빔밥을 시킬 수밖에 없다. 신청할 수밖에 없다. And next up is, yeah, that is the open answer. 어제 계속 집에 있어요. 있었어요? I stay all day in the house. 네, I, baby, child, I가 sick, painful, 아파서 집에 있을 수밖에 없었어요. 네, 지금 회사에 일이 많아서 일을 할 수밖에 없었어요. 택시를 탈 수밖에 없었어요. 우산을 또 살 수밖에 없었어요. Those are the open answer. You can write it down, whatever, but you have to use 을 수밖에 없었어요. 을 수밖에 없었어요. That's all for class. But your kind teacher or your stupid teacher Dexter want to do the listening and reading shortly. Yeah, let's make it shortly because I don't want to take the video more than 1 hour. That is my rules. But yeah, let's shortly check the listening and the reading shortly. So on your textbook page 30, listening, 요즘 결혼, wedding, 출산, give birth에 대한 사람들의 생각이 how, 어떻게, 변화, change, transition, about person's thinking about wedding and the child. 요즘은 아이를 낳지 않는 부부가 많아지고 있어요. More and more couple don't have the baby. 결혼과 출산으로 가족을 이루는 것보다 개인 생활을 중시하는 분위기예요. Yeah, rather than the marriage and the baby and comprise, make the family. Rather than focus more on the family, 개인 생활, private life. Privacy, individual life을 more focus on, make important, focus more on individual life. 결혼을 하지 않는 사람들이 점점 늘어나는 것 같아요. So this is a listening section. So before you listen, you have to set the purpose of your listening. So number one, 제이슨 씨는 얼마 전에 어떤 뉴스를 봤습니까? What kind of news does Jason watch? 얼마 전에. Just a day ago, a short time ago. And number two, 이링 씨의 고향에는 아이를 낳지 않는 부부가 more and more 많아지고 있다. 이링 씨는 경제적인 부담, it is economical burden, money matter, 부담 때문에 아이를 낳지 않을 것이다. 이링 씨는 혼자 사는 것보다 결혼하는 것이 좋다고 생각한다. So 이링 think rather than living alone, marriage would be better. Eating think. And number three, 제이슨 씨가 원하는 것은 무엇입니까? What Jason want? So 아이를 낳다, 경제적 부담, 혼자 사는 것, and 자체 is itself. 맛 사위. 사위 is your daughter's husband. It only in terms of wife family. 사위 is my daughter's husband, and 맛 is first. Like 맛 아들 is a first son. 맛 딸 is first daughter, and 맛 사위 is my first daughter's husband. So let's listen together and let's check the answer together. So here is the answer. 제이슨 씨는 얼마 전에 어떤 뉴스, 요즘 한국에서는 아이를 낳지 않는 부부가 점점 많아진다는 뉴스를 봤었습니다. More exactly about past tense. And number 2 and 1. 이링 씨 고향에는 아이를 낳지 않는 부부가 많아지고 있다. Yeah, so in 얼마 전에 뉴스에서 in Korea there's more couple don't have the baby, and 이링 said 우리 고향도 비슷해요. Similar to my hometown. So it is O. And number 2, 이링 씨는 경제적인 부담 때문에 아이를 낳지 않을 것이다. So here we don't know. So we don't know about in this script. There is no opinion about eating. Like here, so 경제적 부담도 크고 개인 생활 중시하는 분위기 때문에 그런 것 같아요. It seems like. So eating analyze the social phenomena. It's not her idea. So it is X. Number 3, 이링 씨는 혼자 사는 것보다 결혼을 하는 것이 좋다고 생각한다. But here is not, because sometimes he prefer wedding and sometimes want to live alone. So it is X. And what does Jason want? Here, 저는 지금 가족과 take apart, live apart, 떨어져 살고 있어서 그런지 결혼도 빨리 하고 아이도 많이 낳고 싶어요. 결혼도 빨리 하고 아이도 많이 낳고 싶어 합니다. So, because me, I also not married yet. Do you believe it? Yeah, I'm not married yet, and I have no strong desire to get married because I think I'm not ready to make a family. Also, maybe I want to live another country from the Korea. Just I live in Korea, so Korea is only beautiful when I live apart from my hometown. I miss my hometown a lot, but when I'm living in my hometown, yeah, everything is just usual, nothing special. So anyway, why am I saying this one? So anyway, yeah, the 결혼. So this is short for the listening, and let's move on to reading shortly. So this is a reading passage on your textbook page 32. So before we read the paragraph, let's check the question item first. 이 신문 기사의 제목 is a title. So what title would be appropriate? And number 2, 1인 가구가 증가하는 원인. 원인 is a reason why the one member family 증가, increase. What is the reason of increasement in one family members? Number 3, 윗글의 내용과 다른 것. Which one is not correct, not same? 1인 가구는 계속 증가하고 있다. Consistently increase about 1인 가구. 소포장된 상품이 늘어나서 1인 가구가 증가했다. So 포장 is package. So 소포장 is a small package. Like in the long time ago, when I buy some cookie, there's many cookie. Nowadays, just single or double cookie. It's a small package. 소포장된 product이 increase 늘어나서 1인 가구, one family member가 증가했다. Number 3, 혼자 사는 사람들을 위한 상품과 서비스가 증가하고 있다. Product, service 증가, increase for live alone. Number 4, 혼자 사는 가구를 위한 정책이 필요하다. 필요하다 is necessary. 정책 is policy for live alone family. Here's are the vocabulary. So think about the meaning of vocabulary and let's check it together. So the answer for number 1 is number 4 is more general. And from 1, 2, 3, it is correct in the passage, but it's too much specific. So answer should be number 4. And why is the reason of the 1인 가구 증가하는 원인으로는 결혼에 대한 가치관의 변화, 이혼율 증가, 고령화 등을 꼽을 수 있다. 꼽을 수 있다 is the 꼽다 base form. Let's deal with it later. Number 3, 내용과 다른 것은. Yeah, number 2, it is reverse. It said because of small packaging product, there is increase of one member family, but it reversed. Because of the increasement of one single family member, there is also small packaging also increase. So it is reverse of the sentence. So 차지하다 is like a take. So 최근 조사 according to the recent survey, 1인 가구, one person family가 전체 가구 수의, 전체 is total family 약 30%. So the 30% of the family is single family member를 take 차지했으며 앞으로도 forward 계속 늘어날 increase 전망 is a prospect in here, not viewpoint. So prospect. 이렇게 1인 가구 증가하는 원인으로는 결혼에 대한 about wedding 가치관 is a viewpoint. 이혼율 is a divorce rate increase and 고령화 elderly 등을 꼽을 수 있다 is a we can pick that point. We can pick that reason. 꼽을 수 있다. 1인 가구가 증가함에 따라 as one family member increase 이들을 those who 이들을 those 1인 가구 이들을 means 1인 가구를 대상으로 한 상품이 등장하다 is appear. So there's many product appear only for single family member. 이들을 위한 서비스 there's something service도 appear, become appear, 생기기 시작했다. 마트나 편의점에서는 1인 가구를 위한 채소, vegetable, 과일, fruits 등이 소포장된 small packaging, like only one vegetable, one fruits package, better than 2 or 3 packaging. 소포장된 상품의 판매량, the sales volume, 판매량이 증가하고 생필품. So pill is necessary, 생 is life. So life necessary product, 생필품이나 가전제품, electronics도 1인 가구에 맞추어 adjust to one family member 나온 제품들이 프로덕트들이 인기를 끌고 있다. 인기 is popularity and 끌다 is attract the popularity. 인기를 끌고 있다. 이뿐만 아니라 not only this 소형 아파트 small apartment like a smaller apartment like a studio one room or two room studio 소형 아파트나 오피스텔도 꾸준히 consistently 인기를 getting popular 얻고 있으며 청소 clean 장보기 is go to market and buy something and 대여 is a rent borrowing 짐 보관 luggage center 등 for 1인 가구, one family member를 위한 서비스업 규모, the size of service industry 점점 more and more become larger, bigger. 이렇게 like this 혼자 사는 가구가 점점 늘어나면서 as single family member increase 우리 사회의 our society 크고 작은 변화, 크다 is big, 작은 is small. 변화, change가 생길 수밖에 없다. Cannot help but appear. The transition, change because of the single family members. 이에 따라, according to that, 전통적인 가구 형태에 맞춘 정책을 개선해야 한다는 목소리도 커지고 있다. So, 전통적인 is traditionally, 가구 is a family member, 형태 is type. So, according to this, like changing family member, family type, 목소리도 커지고 있다. 목소리 is a voice and opinion. There is more louder opinion that the policy need to be changed for those traditional family. So the policy traditionally, conventionally using focus on the family member, at least 3 members for a family. Nowadays, the single member family become increase. So there's more voice. It is time to fix, change about the policy about the family. 1인 가구를 위한 주거 지원 정책이나 주거 is dwelling, 지원 is support, the supporting policy나 혼자 사는 노인 is elderly, live alone, like a 독거 노인, 혼자 사는 노인을 대상으로 하는 돌봄 서비스, 돌봄 is caring, so caring service and so on. 다양하고 various, 세심한 is careful or meticulous, 세심한 정책 is policy, 시급하다, it is urgent. Here is the vocabulary here. Check this vocabulary up. So that's all for Unit 2. And if you have any question or any idea, I'm so happy to see your comments. Thank you for watching my video and let's see on Unit 3. Bye bye.